Hi, I'm Damon of Sunbelt Marketing. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about socket fusion and how to create a successful weld. Before I begin, I want to talk a little bit about safety, and that is make sure you get a heater muff when operating this equipment. I don't want to see you burn something or someone, so protect yourself with getting one of these. So first off, you got the heater tool itself. For the heating element, it's going to be about 500 degrees plus or minus 10 degrees. You also have two brackets. One is freestanding where you can move this around as needed. For the actual welding process though, I highly recommend securing it in place so it doesn't shift on you while doing that fusion joint. The next things that you're going to need are these fusion heads. So one is going to receive pipe, the other is going to receive a fitting. Those get mounted to this guy right here. The other equipment that you're going to need is a chamfering tool, and this also acts as a depth gauge. So this is going to create that chamfer and then also act as a depth gauge in conjunction with the cold rings. This cold ring acts as a stop and allows you to handle the pipe while it's hot. Lastly, you're going to need a timer. All of the sizes are going to have a heat and cool down time. If you reference the table to the right, you'll see those cool down times. Let's cut to a close-up of a fusion joint. So to begin, we need to start with a nice clean piece of pipe that's been cut straight. You don't want to contaminate the pipe weld with debris. So begin by cleaning and cutting the pipe straight. The next step would be to take the chamfer tool here and insert to the end of the pipe. You're going to see a yellow ribbon come off it. And there you have it. You have your chamfer. You're going to leave this chamfer tool on and insert the cold ring butt up against the bottom of that chamfer tool. This is going to create your socket depth when you create that fusion weld. So now let's go create a fusion weld. Okay, so before we begin this weld, I want to point out I've got a timer here. This is pretty important because if you refer to that table we pointed out earlier, 3/4 inch IPS is going to need an 8-second heat up time followed by a 20-second cool down time. The other thing I want to point out is when you go to insert these onto these fusion heads, it's important not to twist because by twisting you're going to peel off that hot plastic, revealing a cold spot which is going to give you a leak. So let's begin. So I'm going to start by setting this timer. Since both my hands are going to be tied up, I'm going to go ahead and start it. And when it's ready, I'll look at the timer to get my time. So my pipe is bottomed out, my fitting just bottomed out, so I'm going to count to 8 seconds. Okay, it's been 8 seconds. Pull it straight off and then bring them together and push all the way down to that cold ring. Again, that cold ring acts as a stop, preventing you from going further than what you need to. So 20 seconds, and there we go. We have a completed joint. You will see that there's a nice bead of melted plastic all the way around the fitting.